I want to... How are you doing, Turing? What do you want now? You know, Hayden was a brilliant programmer. He was far ahead of his time. I am a machine, and intrinsically I don't have all the glands and visceral chemical reactions that make humans so emotional and brilliant, but his code is a flawless replication of that inside my own personality algorithms. I don't think I've ever felt this anger. It fouls my processors and fills my RAM with frustrating, half-finished plans of revenge. And I'm sick with rage. Turing. I do not like the thoughts of having about the people who did this to him, Solon. Can you turn the thoughts off, not can you turn the people that you are trying to get revenge on off? I can disable those modules, but I'd be less than myself, and that seems too easy. If I were human, turning off my emotions would be seen as extremely unhealthy. There's a wealth of information on the meshnet about human psychology. I just don't know how much of it applies to myself. Either way, Hayden deserves my grief. It's true. That actually makes him very, very human, or that makes them very human. Turing having emotions is very, very important. And so this is kind of a nice moment where if Turing were supposed to turn off their emotions, that would be very, very similar, just in approach, in ideal, to depression. It would be Turing literally programming himself into a depressed state, where you just don't feel anything. And so it's actually really important to be angry, and it's really important to feel grief, and really important to be sad. And so having outlets for that is going to be really helpful. And it's really cool that we get to go through this. Also, it really sucks. But hopefully we can, like, maybe go paint or something. We need to just do something to help work with this feeling, right? To massage this feeling into being real healthy coping. It's my way of honoring him. It may be the only way I can. I offer it freely. Did you see the jade plant? Its death is unfortunate, but fitting. Oh no! Yeah, another thing to be guilty for. Will you keep helping me, Solon? I need you. I need you to find the bastards that killed my progenitor. I need to finish this. I don't know what I'll do afterwards, but I need to see this through. Oh, jeez. Are we gonna bring them to justice? Are we gonna make them pay? Are we gonna find them in the truth? The difference between all three of these is a little more subtle than our usual three options. Kind of thinking that we'll find them and the truth. I think that might be probably the most important thing right now. Ah, Turing doesn't think that that matters. Journalist lifestyle, we gotta find the truth. We don't want to find justice, we don't want to find revenge. Hayden's dead, no amount of truth will bring him back. But I guess you're right. Knowing the whys and wherefores will bring closure to this, I could use a measure of closure. I think for now, we should keep knowledge of Hayden's death between you, Tomcat, and I. It may give us an edge if the people we seek don't know how much we've already discovered. You should rest today. You likely need sleep, and I need some time too. I just need some time. We'll talk after you have some time to rest. Oh, buddy. I don't like this. I don't like this. The music faded out, and we're still here in the night. Like, something's gonna happen, isn't it? Okay, good morning. I was really worried something like was gonna happen in the middle of the night. No happy, like, resting music happened. So I was like, oh geez. Okay. We're good. Slept well. Well? Wrong side of the bed. Hate everything. Turing had ample time to recharge their internal batteries. Good, good. I don't need to press any farther. Unfortunately, we just about run out of leads. Perhaps Tomcat was able to find something of use in the Parallax's network while they were inside. I am sure they did. I hope so, but I feel a little bad for relying on them as much as we do. Always going so far for Hayden? They must have been close. I don't know, I think they might be as interested in the mystery as we are. Oh, speak of the devil. Incoming call from Tomcat. Forwarding video and audio. Morning, Solon. Turing, how you doing, hun? I'm fine, Tomcat. Thank you for your concern. Well, okay, just say the word if I can help out in any way, you hear? Of course. In fact, I was hoping you might have a lead for us to start working at. Otherwise, we're down to canvassing Hayden's address book and seeing if any of his contacts have an idea about who might have had desire to target him. But that's just fishing in the dark. Well, I pulled a fair amount of data from the Parallax servers before they managed to kick me out, but it'll take me a while to go through it. A lot of it's unrelated, TPS reports, maintenance logs, all kinds of internal documents that might be interesting to another corporation, but about as useful as dirt to us. So no, I don't have as much as a whiff of a trail of the people who did this. But I did get a strange request from a friend of a friend, if you know what I mean. Someone's been manipulating the reports of a news outlet by the name of Augmented Eye. It seems like the head of the network security there has been asking around for cybercrackers to help figure out how their articles are getting changed. Original files on their servers are untouched, not a thing wrong with them. But when you view the site from outside the network, some things are changed around. Word here, phrase there, nothing really foul up the article big time, just enough to spin the meaning. It's gotta be some kind of man-in-the-middle attack. Someone with deep access to Parallax's meshnet to changing what's being shown, bad stuff. Ain't sure if it's related, but maybe y'all can head down to the main KCOB offices. Try talking to the gal that runs Augmented Eye. Her name's Zin. I ain't got the time or the desire to stick my nose that far out for a friend of a friend, but it seems like your kind of deal, Solon. Is that my kind of deal? I guess so. That's kind of a stretch, but it's the best that we got. That's kind of weird. If someone's just switching around words on what Augmented Eye is, like some kind of blog server or something, that sounds more like someone's testing the access that they have to Parallax's network, more than actually like, oh, we are going to switch around the words. We are going to make them say one thing but mean something else. Oh, that doesn't sound like kind of mischievous, dick dastardly ends to the means. I think there's something more going on. That's a stretch though. I don't know what it has to do with us. But if we have to wait for you to work on the data we've collected anyway. Let's think about it. Let's think about this. Good enough for me. I'll send y'all word soon as I get anything worth hunting down. Excellent. Thank you, Tomcat. We are grateful for your continued assistance. No problem, Turing. You sure you're gonna be okay? Maybe you should take a little more time. Solon could probably handle this one solo. I said I was fine. Thank you for your concern, but I am fine. I process events faster than humans and I do not need to be badgered. I have already handled the reality of Hayden's death. It's time to move on with the investigation. Oh, okay. I didn't mean to lean on you, dear. Just let me know if you need anything. Of course. I apologize for my tone, Tomcat. We'll be in touch. Alright. Later, Turing. Solon. You okay, Turing? You okay? Okay, we have a lead, however tenuous. I've highlighted the KOSS IO Corp office building on your map. Also, while we were talking to Tomcat, I received an email from Dr. Fairlight. Displaying.
Greetings, Solon. I hope you will forgive me for a text-only message, but I had a moment of quiet while undergoing my treatments and am not presentable for a video call. Still, I wanted to let you know of an idea I had while looking into the circumstances of our mutual acquaintance's disappearance. I have not yet had any luck with my contacts inside Parallax, but I was reminded of an old friend by the name of Melody Flores, who may know more about the nature of Hayden's research. She is the owner of Flower Cybernetics, and Hayden has been known to work closely with them on projects involving the intersection of Parallax's systems and the implants that Flower designs. Now, I cannot give you an introduction myself. Melody and I had a falling out and are no longer on speaking terms, but perhaps the intrigue of Hayden's little robot will get you entry into her home. I hope this lead serves you well. If you need anything else from me, I will be in the hospital room where we met for the next few days. You might not think of me as the type for a public hospital, but I like to keep close to the city. I will send word if I have any other insights or discoveries. Your friend, Dr. Yannick Fairlight.
Aw, he signs off like an old person, like signing off on an email, or signing off on a letter. Oh, Dr. Fairlight. Interesting, I had no knowledge of Hayden ever working with Flower Cybernetics, but now I'm starting to understand just how little I really knew about his research. Maybe this Melody can reveal more about the purposes of my construction? Hayden must have kept my development secret for a reason. Hopefully we can talk our way in. I have highlighted Melody's home on your map. Okay, so we can follow Tomcat's lead to KCOB, or Fairlight's lead to Melody's home. Up to you where to go first. Gonna go to both of them either way. Flower Mansion or KCOB. Flower Mansion sounds hella more exciting. We're going to Flower Mansion. Something wrong? What's going on, bud? Oh, I'm sorry, Solon. I was wool gathering. See, we've arrived at Melody Flores' residence. It's quite impressive. But that's to be expected, considering that she is still the majority owner of the Flower Cybernetics Group, despite retiring from day-to-day operations of the company. I wonder how she and Hayden first began working together. Sorry, back on task. Is there anything you'd like to know before we head inside?
Yes. Please, like, all of this.
Flower Cybernetics, what's the skinny? Flower Cybernetics was established in the early 2000s by Melody's mother. It started out developing cutting-edge medical tech, including advanced prosthesis and nanoparticle diagnostic and treatment technologies. They were vastly successful when they perfected the first synthetic nerve mesh, allowing direct connection and control between the nervous system and cybernetic prosthesis. Okay, basically, fake arms, prosthetic limbs working with the brain. Not even just arms, but like prosthesis can be anything. They were literally very successful at using a mesh network to connect anything to the brain. Could be an arm, could be a leg, could be a little like Rob the Robot kind of creature, literally anything. A giant noodle sticking out of your body. It doesn't even have to be attached technically. Prosthetic can be anything that is connected to you, whether that's neurally, physically, or psychokinetically. Like, it could be anything. It doesn't matter. Prostheses are cool. Me using a mouse right now, that's a prosthesis. That's prosthetic. This is a prosthetic interaction that I'm having with this game. Any kind of controller does that. So, yeah. Majority of early projects were defense technologies for the American military, developing ruggedized military prosthesis for use on injured soldiers, and then eventually electively for special forces. So, they're talking about going from, oh, veterans losing limbs while they are doing military work, upgraded to, okay, but now can we give the military jetpacks? Like, up in the ante from health reasons to defense reasons. That's where they grew. This research line culminated in the development of brain-controlled androids as shock troops, long since barred by international law. Glad International Law somehow managed to step in and was like, you know, maybe we shouldn't do this whole android robot cops thing. Maybe it's not a great idea. Melody took over the company from her aging mother, and she fought actively. She fought against developing further military hardware from that point on. She pushed the company to use the BCA technology for the company's original goals of medical advancement, as well as developing the first direct link virtual reality implants. The company is largely successful on a global scale, despite continued legislative movement against extensive cybernetic use, especially brain implants. Cool. Just got brain implants. Okay, what's skinny on Melody? Like, as who is Melody? She's largely private in contrast to her mother's penchant for courting a media circus. Whoa. My bad. Several biographies of former Flower executives show her as intensely passionate about demilitarizing the company to the point of absolute viciousness in the boardroom. But it's been a long time since her days of fighting for the company, and she's since stepped away from the helm. There's talk that she's lost her spine in her old age. But well, I'd take that with a grain of salt, so it sounds like salty investors more than anything. She may have retreated from the corporate battlefield, but you don't change the entire direction of a company as large as Flower if you're a quitter. Stay on your toes. And then they had a falling out. Is there any info on that? Nope. No info at all. I know that System 1 worked with Flower to help develop the first operating systems for the direct link virtual reality implants, so perhaps it happened during that time? Also, Flower eventually went with a different company for future models of the implant, but there was never any public talk of a personal falling out between the heads of the companies. I'll scrape the mesh for more rumors, but that's only rumors. I can do my best to parse fact from fiction, but it blurs too much for me to be sure what's real. Alright, now let's walk on in. I feel pretty prepared. Let's meet Melody, CEO type person. Bears. Can we use the bear statue? Small scale bear statues. But let's use the headphones. Statue's head is too big to fit on them. No sweet jams for bears. Can't take it. It's not marble, nor the gilded monuments. What's in the window? Broadcasts the hints of an expertly designed den. Okay. Ding dong. Ooh. Oh, hello there.